Welcome to Webinar Wednesdays. This is Jonathan Howard here, and today we are going to have a nice presentation from Daniel on how he has been implementing the punch list process on 9th and Broadway. For those of you that may have forgotten, remember we have our nice web users website here, and any of our videos that we have done can be posted right down here on training videos. If you click on that, you can browse in here and go to our different levels that we have. Our webinars are all recorded here, uploaded to YouTube, and you go on and click on the different webinars that we have. And this one will, again, be posted very, very shortly here after today. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get Daniel active. So just give me 1 sec, and he's going to take control and go ahead and actually give us a nice little overview. So, Daniel, are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. Welcome, Daniel. I'm going to go ahead and make you presenter here. Okay, Daniel, we can see your screen. Why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Okay, you're seeing my blue screen, right?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, excellent. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I'm happy to present my Bluebeam punch process today. I think it could be of great assistance for everyone that is involved in the process. So I'm down at the 9th and Broadway project. We're building a 17-story affordable housing, 250 units. And I was recently assigned the task of doing the punch process. So obviously I was looking for the most efficient way to do it. 250 units is a whole lot. It's very repetitive. There's 40 different kinds of unit types. However, the issues are still the same. I mean, there's probably a couple of handful of issues that are to be found in every single unit. So yeah, I talked to a couple of people, made some phone calls, but at the end I decided to use Bluebeam. And what you're seeing right now is the final product. So I want to explain it real quick before I show you how to get there. That's a segmented floor plan of level 2. You see the purple areas, which are spaces in Bluebeam. So I created a space for every unit so that the program automatically recognizes which unit you're punching and which unit you're placing a punch symbol in. Green is the public areas, trash room, staircase, hallway. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna walk you through. I started with a template. So the template consists of a header. You see the little tag in the bottom corner. Says level 2 north floor plan. You just paste a part of the floor plan depending on the size of your drawings. Once you've done that, you flatten the entire PDF. Flatten. The next step will be you create spaces, which you can see in the top left corner. There's the Spaces tab right next to the tool chat. So you click on Spaces, on Add Space, and just place the space by dragging it over a unit. Name the space, and you will want to decide on the naming conventions beforehand because it's really important because you later want to sort by space. So I named it level 2, and then the space number is 201. Yeah, you basically continue doing that for the entire building. It's a lot of upfront work, but it will pay off in the end. I have some photos to show that. So here's the template. You paste in the floor plan. Next step, you set your profile to punch just to see all the tabs in the top left corner. That's what I just explained. You go on the Spaces tab, you create a space, name the space, and it shows up in purple. And here are the naming conventions I was talking about. So you name the sheet level 2 south or whatever your project needs are. And then those listed below are the spaces itself. So I created one on level 2 space or room number 221. Next is 223. So here to the most important part is you create customized punch key symbols. It is what Bluebeam calls them. So instead of going out in the field with a blank sheet of paper or even full plan and making notes handwritten, you create your own punch keys or punch stamps. On the left-hand side, you see them. So I decided to do it through a subcontractor, and while we were punching the mock-up units, we already saw that there's a lot of repetition, a lot of subs are going to have the same issues in every unit. So I came up with the creation of the punch key symbols just out of necessity. You decide on the little symbol on the left-hand side. It says, for instance, LB. The subject is where the subcontractor gets assigned. And then the comment is the issue that is to be solved by the subcontractor. So LB stands for label breaker box. You just grab the punch key symbol and place it wherever you want it on the plan, and that's it. You can do it on your iPad. You can take it out. Down here you will see the summary. It says Brick Electric. It says the status is a new punch item. I'm the author. The comment is label breaker box, creation date, and the space. So it's clearly identified where the problem is level 2, 201. An easy way to import a bunch of stamps, a bunch of punch key symbols at the same time is a Excel spreadsheet. So Bluebeam allows you to, let me pull it up real quick. Bluebeam allows you to import stamps from an Excel spreadsheet. So you just created first column subcontractor, second column is the little symbol you'll see, or the two or three letters in the symbol, and the third column is the description of the issue. So you then go to your tool chest, click on this little sprocket at the top, add a new subcontractor, let's say Baker Electric. Yeah, I guess you save it somewhere. Go down Baker Electric, modify, and then you click on punch key import, and that's where you import your CSV file. You can see it down here. So once you're done with your Excel, you just save it as a CSV, and it imports all the punch items, all the stamps right into Bluebeam. There's no more data entry in Bluebeam. And you can also just modify a stamp by double-clicking on it. You change the two letters in here. You can go to settings, change the subcontractor, Baker Electric. You can change the description, like unfinished outlets. And right-click, add to tool chest, and Baker Electric. Yes. It will show up down here as a new symbol. Has the two letters, your subcontractor, and the comment attached. Let's go to the next steps. I'll go back to my very current punch list for our level 2 here. So you see we have a lot of issues still currently. I'm going through every unit. I'm punching the floors with my iPad. I'm placing the stamps in the location where I see the issue, and it automatically creates a summary in the markup list down below. So I can sort by subcontractor. As shown before, it shows me the status, the issue, and the space. And then creating a PDF summary as a printer for the subs. I would filter by the company, say Burke Electric. I am also going to sort by room and then click on PDF summary. If you want the settings, you can email me later. I had a hard time figuring that out. But it creates a PDF summary. It gives me a little preview of the location. It has all the information the subcontractor needs to then go back into the unit and fix the issue. And that is, the marker list gets attached to the drawing or the template I created and only shows in red or whatever color you want it to be the issues of the respective subcontractor. So everything else is grayed out just to make it easier for them to see. Down here at the project, we're giving out hard copies because no one is really tech savvy on site. So they're getting the copies during the foreman's meeting. They have a week to complete it, and then they bring it back or call me and say they're done on the floor. I go back into Bluebeam and highlight all the issues they have fixed. And they say the entire floor. I right-click on it, set the status, and say sub complete. So you see they now all turn green. That tells me I can go back into the unit and check if the sub has actually fixed the issue. And I would then mark them as either turn accepted or turn not accepted. And those statuses are all custom. So you can customize the colors, you can customize the status, you can add architect sign-off, whatever you want. Same with the columns that you see. You can add as many columns as you want, but I found those 6, 7 to be the most useful. What else do we have? Yeah, layer structure. You can also work with layers, just like in CAD. I created layers for the different subs, so I could potentially go in and just show the items for one subcontractor. So I can disable all of those and just make it very visual. Have all the items for one subcontractor. And that's really not a big deal. You set it up once, and the same thing, you highlight items and assign them to a layer by right-click, assign, and then you just pick a layer that you created beforehand. Let's see what else I got. Okay, we've imported that. Show me this. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, you can take it all on your iPad. I hosted the entire punch list templates into a studio session, which you see on the right-hand side. So I've prepared level 2 through 7. I can just access the files with my iPad. I download it. I check it out before I go out in the field, so I don't need a Wi-Fi connection or an internet connection. I punch the units and come back and update the file in the studio session. Sorry, it's a project, not a session.
Well, we do have a question from Terry Ann over in New York.
Yes.
She was asking if you could make your template available for all of Turner.
Oh, definitely. I can upload that to my learning tree entry, actually. So I put a manual on the learning tree. If you want to check it out, just Google customize Bluebeam punch. There's a quick video. I've also created a punch card, so that's the manual. It's quick and easy. It's 4 pages, and I've come up with a little punch card. We just bought a utility card. I've set up a work light because we don't have permanent power in the unit yet, so it's pretty dark. And for me to see everything, we set that up. I have a couple of tools on the card just to make minor repairs right on the spot, and so the items don't even make it to my punch list. That makes it way easier for everyone. With a tablet holder, because if I'm out there in the field for 8 hours, I just don't want to have it in my hand. And yeah, an extension cord to hook up my work light. Any other questions?
You were telling me on how you actually got your savings cost there. You want to share that with everyone?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, let me scroll down to the last page. Some facts: I did a rough estimate. I punched a couple of units with a conventional punch, which is, it says it down here, it's calculated based on the following items: hanging glue tape on the wall, creating a handwritten list, transferring the handwritten list into Excel, printing out a punch list per room, and attaching the list to the room or work area source. So that took approximately 40% longer than the customized Bluebeam punch. And the customized Bluebeam punch even accounted for the setup time. So I'm aware that there's some upfront work to do, setting up the PDF. But if you have a high-rise building, for instance, usually the floors are very repetitive, and you can just copy the floors and just change the description under the spaces. So you would just rename the sheet to level 3 north and rename the spaces, and you're done. So it took me about, I'd say, 4 hours to do the entire building, which you can almost neglect in the very end, just for the overall punch process.
And that seems a lot less time than having to go and update an Excel spreadsheet for every floor.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then checking that down, and yeah, some features are not even available in the conventional punch because there's no way you can hold a subcontractor accountable or track all the items and check the status of each item. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to doing it all in Bluebeam.
Now we have another question. Have you tried attaching photos to your actual items yet? Have you started taking photos, or is that needed?
I did it last week for one item. Let me try to pull that up. And it even shows in the preview. So,
well, while Daniel's looking for that, you remember you can take a photo and you could either embed it into the drawing, or you could actually click on the comment and then take the photo with the iPad, and then a little camera will actually show up. So then you could take a collection of photos and actually put them together. Those will then print out on the PDF summary, and the contractors can then reference exactly what you're looking at if it happens to be a unique item. So it's a very useful tool that on the green build we found that contractors really like photos and maps such as what Daniel's creating of where the items are. But as we were discussing before this, you just can't get away from that blue tape. That works well for everything, right, Daniel?
Yeah. Oh, here it is. So it was actually our electrical subcontractor, and while I was back checking, I realized that there was a electrical panel totally ripped apart for some reason. And just so he would believe me, because it was right the first time I checked it, yeah, I took a photo with the iPad, and I realized that it would be incorporated in the markup summary that I printed later on, just automatically. So here it is. Not a very good photo, but I guess you get the gist.
Now, hopefully that panel isn't live. Otherwise, you'd have a nice DB02 comment also. 2 for 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the rest of the users?
I think that's it. That's all I can tell you guys for now. Yeah, if you have any questions, I'm going to upload the template to the Learning Tree entry, but if you have any additional questions that come to you later on, if you're in the process of setting it up, you can call me, email me, text me, whatever you would like.
Okay. Well, thank you, Daniel, very much for sharing that with us. I hope everyone got a lot of tips over that. I'm going to take back control here just momentarily. And that looks good. All right, so yeah, thank you again, Daniel. So you can see how the things that we've been kind of talking about, you can put it together to make this nice system that's very efficient, time-saving, nice and lean, and will work well for your job site and getting the job done. So again, visit the Rev Users site. You can go to our Southwest page, and it is right on there. So if you are at TKN, a nice home screen, and I haven't logged on for a little bit, so let me get it on there. And then we go to the top, to our business units. We go to our, here we go. We go to our Southwest. It looks like something's cutting off there on mine. We scroll right down, and we will be on our Bluebeam page. Very, very easy there to get to. So remember, we like surveys, we like comments, so if you click on our surveys, you can tell us how you like the webinar. Also, request for future webinars. We are starting to run out of ideas, so if you guys want to see something, please let us know. We will find it, and we will research it for you guys and create a webinar for you to help tie everything together. So thank you, everyone, for joining in on Webinar Wednesday. We look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Have a safe work day out there.